Welcome to Samagra Shiksha online classes, Srikakulam district. Class 9th, Social Studies. Our special thanks to State Project Director, Samagra Shiksha, Vijayawada, Joint Director, Samagra Shiksha, Vijayawada. Special thanks to Srimati Mahalakshmi, AGCDO, Samagra Shiksha, Vijayawada. Special thanks to District Educational Officer, Samagra Shiksha, Srikakulam. Additional Project Coordinator, Samagra Shiksha, Srikakulam. My name is P. Vani, working as a social CRT in Singapuram KJBV from Srikakulam district. Stay home, stay safe, save earth. Be unity and go Corona. Today I am going to teach you about our earth lesson from 9th class. Before I already discussed about our earth, first part, earth interior structure, universe, earth, the formation of the earth and revolution of earth. But after interior structure lesson, the second part is crust. Today I am going to teach you about our crust movements. Movements of the crust. Children, look at the picture. We are staying on the crust. There are so many mountains. There are so many mountains and so many oceans are there. Before the starting of the earth season, the mountains are formed like in this picture. Look at once. See, coming to the earth crust, we know already we discussed about this. We all are staying on crust. But crust means continents where we are staying on the special earth, that is crust. Okay, we know that in our schools we see atlas, maps, globe, like that. So many. We thought that 7 continents, the continents are separated by ocean, the 7 continents. But here there is a interesting thing to know about how the continents are formed, how the crust formed, what is the background of the crust, and what is the background of the continents. Look at the picture, children. Before first, there is no 7 continents. There is only one continent. The continent name is Pangaea. The continent name is Pangaea. The continent name is Pangaea. This is the Pangaea is before 220 million years back ago. The only one continent, the biggest continent is Pangaea, and the Panthalassa, the only ocean is Panthalassa. We know that we are reading still. There are 5 oceans, but only one ocean. The one ocean name is Panthalassa. The only one ocean name is Panthalassa. The only one and only a large and huge continent Pangaea, and only one ocean is Panthalassa. But after that, 200 million years back ago, there is a changes occurred on the earth crust. So according to these changes, the Pangaea is separated. The Pangaea is separated. Children, here you have to remember one thing. A Pangaea is an imaginary crust or imaginary continent. Okay. In next session or next slide, we are going to know about Pangaea and who introduced this type of imaginary theory. Okay, it is separated and separated. It is the continent, the Pangaea continent separated by Tethys Sea. Here you are looking this. This is Tethys Sea. The Tethys Sea is separated the Pangaea continent as Laurasia and Gondwana. What is that? Laurasia and Gondwana. After that, 115 millions, the so many movements again came into the crust, because here there is interesting news, children. Where we are living, it means continents or earth, it is still floating, but we don't know the slow movements of the earth, but it is always moving. This is happened like this is, it means the Laurasia and Gondwana land was separated by Tethys Sea. The Pangaea was separated by Tethys Sea. Upper part of the Tethys Sea is Laurasia. The second part is lower part of the Tethys Sea is Gondwana. After long years, moving after some years, again this Laurasia and Gondwana are again separated. These are separated like South America, like this. Look at the picture. Means the Pangaea is separated like these 7 continents. It is separated. The Laurasia is present. The Laurasia is present North America, Greenland, and all of the Eurasia north of Indian subcontinent. Like this, it is separated. Here, look at the picture. Finally, this is a picture of the what we are looking on the globe. Like this, Pangaea, from the Pangaea imaginary continent, this all 7 continents, what we are reading present, these are formed from Pangaea. The only one continent 220 million years ago, that is called Pangaea, and the only one ocean is Panthalassa. But this Pangaea and Panthalassa, this Pangaea is separated as 7 continents. After a very million years moving, later moving, these 7 continents are formed. Then Panthalassa. The Panthalassa is the only one very large ocean. It is also after the moving of these continent plates, the ocean also separated. According to that, the Panthalassa is 5 oceans. Look at this picture, children. What I told you, this is Pangaea and the big ocean, Panthalassa. The Pangaea is separated by Tethys Sea. The upper part of the Tethys, Laurasia land. The lower part of the Tethys, Gondwana land. And after a few moments, a few millions moving, this Laurasia and Gondwana was moved. And present the 7 continents are formed like this. Stages of the continental drift. Still now we discussed about Pangaea and Panthalassa, how the continents are formed. This is an imaginary theory. It's called continental drift theory. This is continental drift theory. He only described about this theory. His name is Alfred Wegener. He is belonging to like this. Children, once look at like this. The Pangaea is separated. Like this, the Pangaea is separated. Like the Pangaea is separated, and see only one continent, Pangaea. The only one continent, Pangaea. The only one continent is Pangaea. Our India also moved like that. It is moving the Asian tectonic plate. Like that, our Himalayas are formed. Okay. Now I am going to tell you about, still now we discussed about Pangaea. About Pangaea and Panthalassa, I told you that I discussed about that the continents are separated, tectonic plates movements. Who introduced this type of imaginary theory means, I already told you, Alfred Wegener. He preferred and introduced continental drift theory. Continental drift theory. In the early 20th century, a German meteorologist and geophysicist Alfred Wegener introduced the theory of continental drift to describe and partially explain the present arrangements of continents and Ocean basins. How the continents are formed, how the oceans filled within the empty places. His imaginary thing. It is almost all preferred by all the scientists, but it is a imaginary theory. Okay. Actually, in his imaginary thing, Pangaea is a hypothetical continent from which we present continents are originated. I already told you, Pangaea is a imaginary continent which the present 7 continents, what we are reading in the atlas, what we are looking at the globe, that is the 7 continents are originated from Pangaea. Okay. I already told you the Tethys separated the Pangaea continent into 2. One is Laurasia and second one is Gondwana. Which continents are in present Laurasia, present North America, Greenland, and all of Eurasia and north of Indian subcontinent are originated from Laurasia, which it is lying in present Laurasia. Then Gondwana land, present South America, Africa, Madagascar, India, Arabia, Malaysia, East Indies, Australia, and Antarctica. Okay, children. Still now we came to know about the movements of the earth crust. Tell me, I want to ask you one question. What is the imaginary continent? Yes, Pangaea. What is the imaginary continent? What is the imaginary continent? Pangaea. What is the big sea? Panthalassa. What is the great 2 lands? Right, very good. Laurasia and Gondwana land. Okay, children. Still now in this lesson, we know about the formation of the earth, the evaluation of the earth, the interior structure of the earth. Not only that, we came to know that the crust movements, the movements of the earth crust. Now we are going to know about the earth grid system. The earth grid system. Grid system. I think you know about latitudes and longitudes. From up to your 5th class or 4th class, you have knowledge about latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes and longitudes. Look at the picture, children. Every place on earth has an absolute location and can be found using latitude and longitude. You know why? What is the use of longitudes and latitudes? We can very easily find any place, location in the world by using grid system. Grid system means these boxes are called grids. By using longitudes and latitudes, we can easily locate the places of anywhere. These boxes are called grids. These boxes are called grids. Look at the picture. On a globe, a network of latitudes and longitudes is drawn. This is called the grid. With the help of the grid system, we can easily find and locate the places and the particular place, nature and weather, and it is located in which hemisphere, in which way, how can we reach the place, and what is the time. If any movement by using the grid system, we can easily locate the place and time and the nature of the place. That is the use of grid system. Okay, children. Now tell me, still now, continents names. Children, tell me the continents names. Very good. Very good. Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe. Very good. Antarctica, Australia. Okay, very good. Africa. Okay, you know, Abba, very good. You know about 7 continents. You know about hemispheres also. North hemisphere, South hemisphere, East hemisphere, and West hemisphere. Why I am doing this question present means, now you have a task. Just observe atlas and write in north hemisphere, in south hemisphere, western hemisphere, and eastern hemispheres. Which continents are lies in these 4 hemispheres? This is your task, children. Okay, children. Now, we are going to know about latitudes and longitudes. I think, children, you know very well latitudes and longitudes. Equator, prime meridian, you are going to know about. It is a very important. You can use in your 10th class also. It is very important for 10th class first lesson. Latitudes and longitudes. We know that latitudes, horizontal lines and vertical lines. Okay. Poles, North Pole, South Pole. We are going to know about briefly in next thing. Okay. Latitudes. First of all, the horizontal lines which are drawn around the earth are called latitudes. Latitudes are full circles and it is only imaginary line. When the latitudes going to upon to the poles, the size of the latitudes, it will be small. When coming to the middle of the earth, equator, this is very big latitude among this 180 latitudes. Total latitudes are 180 plus equator 0 degree, totally 181 degrees latitudes. Then longitudes. The vertical lines are called longitudes. What, children? The vertical lines are called longitudes. Okay, like how 0 degrees longitude also is there. It is called prime meridian. What it is called? It is called prime meridian. Once again, I am telling you, children. Latitudes are horizontal lines. Longitudes are vertical lines. Latitudes are full circles. Longitudes are semicircles. Latitudes are imaginary lines. Longitudes also imaginary lines. The big one is in latitudes, equator, 0 degrees. It is separating Earth into 2 equal hemispheres. We are going to know about in next slide. Latitudes. We can know very briefly in this session. Latitudes. Latitudes. Latitude comes to us from the Latin word latitudo. The word latitude is a Latin word. From that latitudo word, the meaning latitude, the word English word latitude originated from the Latin word latitudo. In Latin word, the latitudo meaning width. Then latitude values range from 0 degrees C to 90 degrees, from north to north pole, again 0 degrees to 9th to south, 90 degrees south pole. Okay. From the equator going towards the poles are a series of parallel circles. Latitudes are imaginary lines. The half of the earth between the equator and north pole is called north. Children, middle of the earth, equator will going on. This equator is separating earth into 2 equal parts. That's why equator is called equator. The upper part of the equator is called north hemisphere. The lower part of the hemisphere is called south hemisphere. Okay. In south hemisphere, the latitudes are called north latitudes. In lower part of south hemisphere, the latitudes are called south latitudes. Okay. South latitudes. Look at, children. This is our earth, the imaginary lines. The equator. This is equator. I already told you why equator is called as equator. It is separating earth into two equal parts. That's why it is called equator. There are 90 degrees. Children, remember one thing. We have to indicate latitudes and longitudes with degrees and minutes and second. There are 90 degrees on the north hemisphere and 90 degrees on south hemisphere. Total 180. Total 180. Okay. Then there are 5 important latitudes are there. First one is equator. First one is equator. It is indicated with 0 degrees. Okay. It is indicated with 0 degrees. Then coming to, there are 2 important latitudes on north hemisphere, 2 important latitudes on south hemisphere. Okay. First, we have to know about north hemisphere and north latitudes. The upper of the equator important latitude, 23.5 degrees, Tropic of Cancer. 0 degrees to 23.5. 23.5 degrees, Tropic of Cancer. It is also one important latitude. After that, 66.5 Arctic Circle. This is also one of the important latitude. Then Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 Tropic of Capricorn. Then Antarctic Circle, 66.5 south latitude. Okay, south latitude. Then going to know about this is prime meridian. Like how the 0 degrees equator is there in latitudes, like that 0 degrees longitude is called prime meridian. Longitudes. Okay, children, longitudes. Longitudes. Latin gives us the word longitudo, meaning length, from which we get longitude. Okay, the longitude English word is originated from the Latin word longitudo. It means length. It means length. Longitudes are not full circles. Longitudes are not full circles. They are semicircles connecting to pole to pole. Remember one thing, longitudes are connecting to south pole to north pole. The longitudes that passes through the astronomically observatory at Greenwich, England is called the 0 meridian or Greenwich meridian. Why the 0 degrees prime meridian got the name is Greenwich meridian? Because it is passes through away the England, London, Greenwich city. That's why this longitude is called, the 0 degrees longitude is called Greenwich meridian. There are 360 longitudes. There are 360 longitudes. The main longitudes, how the latitudes are 2 groups, like that, there are 2 groups. 0 to 180 degrees, 0 degrees to 180 degrees, going to east are east longitudes. 0 to 180 degrees going to west are called west longitudes. It means the longitude 0 to 180 going to west or west longitudes. So the prime meridian is separating to western hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. In western hemisphere, the longitudes called west longitudes. In eastern hemisphere, longitudes are called east longitudes. The longitude 180 degrees directly opposite to 0 longitude is called anti-meridian. It's called anti-meridian. It exactly opposite of the meridian. See, this is 0 degrees meridian. Means our prime meridian, Greenwich meridian. Oppositely, here there is a semicircle, half circle, one more longitude. Oppositely, exactly back. That longitude is called anti-meridian. Okay, anti-meridian. It means 180 degrees longitude. See, do you know one thing, children? Several countries tried to fix a longitude that passes through their own territory as the 0 degrees longitude. However, England decided that the Greenwich meridian will be the 0 degrees longitude. On that time, why the England only called Greenwich meridian is 0 longitudes? Because on that time, England having dominating in all world countries. That's why England declared that 0 degrees longitude is Greenwich meridian is going through passes on their country. Okay, this is, look at children, prime meridian. This is prime meridian. Prime meridian. Up to east, there are 180 degrees. Up to west, there are 180 degrees. These longitudes are called west longitudes. These longitudes are called east longitudes. These longitudes connecting to North Pole to South Pole. North Pole to South Pole. Okay? Remember one thing, latitudes and longitudes are indicated with degrees. Okay, look at this. East longitudes, west longitudes, meridian oppositely, anti-meridian. This is the totally body of the hemispheres. Latitudes, longitudes, poles. See, this is poles. Edge of the upper and down part. This is South Pole, North Pole. This is South Pole. Prime meridian. Prime meridian. The west side is west hemisphere. The south side is south hemisphere. The east side is east hemisphere. Equator. The upper part of the equator, north hemisphere. The south part of the equator, south hemisphere. The horizontal lines are latitudes. Vertical lines are longitudes. Okay. Okay, children. Coming to longitudes. What is the use of longitudes? There is a use of longitudes. By using longitudes, we can count time easily. Do you know that? Just listen. The world is separated into 24 time zones. In this 24 time zone from the Greenwich meridian, it is going to east and west. Each time zone having 15 longitudes. How many longitudes? 15 longitudes. Okay, children? 15 longitudes. Do you know one thing, children? The longitudes front of the sun, it will take to move one place to one longitude to another longitude. It will take 4 minutes. There are 15 longitudes. 15 longitudes means 15 into 4. It means 1 hour. It means 60 minutes. How many time zones are there? 24 time zones. How many time zones? 24 time zones. Okay, 24 time zones. For every time zone, how many longitudes are there? 15 longitudes. How many longitudes? 15 longitudes. Once again, I am asking one more question. How much time it will take Earth to move to one longitude to another longitude? 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. So for every zone, there are 15 longitudes. 15 into 4, 60 minutes. So for this 24 zones, there is a variation to 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Okay. For example, on 0 degrees Greenwich meridian, it is 12 o'clock. For example, it is 12 o'clock. Oppositely that, the place of the anti-meridian, which places are located in anti-meridian? It is the midnight of 12 o'clock. When it is moving to east, the time will plus. When it is moving to west, coming to the west, the time will be less. Okay, time and travel. When you are traveling west to east, you gain time of 4 minutes as you cross every longitude. I already told you, when you are moving to one place to another place, or moving to longitude, one longitude to another longitude, you will gain 4 minutes. When you are moving to west to east, because east sun rises at east. That's why you can add the time. But if you are traveling west to east, you gain time of 4 minutes. Because the time will start at east, the day will start at east, day will end in west. For example, I will tell you. When it is noon, Monday at 0 degrees longitude, it is midnight at the opposite longitude, anti-meridian. Okay? The west of the 180 degrees, the Tuesday is begin. While to east, Monday is just ending. When you're going to east, we have to add the time 4 minutes for one longitude to another longitude. When you're counting to the west, you have to less the time. For example, see, if you're traveling from east to west, you lost 4 minutes as you across every longitudes. Now only I told you, children, when you're going to east, you will gain and add the 4 minutes. When you're going to west, you will lose the 4 minutes. This is called as, when you're going to EZA, I told you, you get 4 minutes. It is called EGA, east gain add. And when you are going to west, travel to east to west, you will lose 4 minutes. This is called west lost subtract. Okay, children? West lost subtract. Okay. For everywhere, there is a time confusion because 360 longitudes are there. So, especially coming to the India, in India also, longitudes are passing, but coming to one more to another other longitudes, we will definitely lose the time. To make this and to avoid this confusion, our government decided they need a IST. It means they need a meridian. That is 82.5 degrees, 30 eastern longitudes. On this longitude, which time will be happen? The country almost all follow that time only. This is called Indian Standard Time. The time difference between Greenwich Meridian and IST is 5 hours. Okay, children, this is our assignment. When it is noon in Greenwich, what is the local time at Mumbai, Chicago, Sydney? Just I already gave you that are east or west or east, which longitude also. Just count the time from 0 degrees prime meridian and do it as 4 minutes. The total minutes different will be the time duration. Okay, children. Thank you.